Let's bring in Georgia Congressman Andrew Clyde, who served in the U.S. Navy as an officer for 28 years, including 3 combat deployments to Kuwait and Afghanistan. Congressman, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you very much, Sean. And Lindsay, it's a pleasure to be with you this evening. You know, that was heartbreaking to hear Nazir's comments.
I agree. I mean, you start to, it gets emotional. As someone who has served, as someone who has, people, shipmates that you served with, who is now listening to a story like that, who is hearing about weapons, aircraft that are left in country for the Taliban. What does it make you feel like?
This is a true failure of leadership by our commander-in-chief. I am so disappointed in the Biden administration. They have embarrassed our nation. The Secretary of Defense, Austin, and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Milley, this is such a terrible thing that has happened. It was preventable. It was totally preventable if we would have had a viable plan of action, but they had no plan. You never take the military out before you bring out civilians. I mean, how can they not get this right? We are the United States of America.
But just on its face, though, sir, we just had this on the screen. We left them 40 aircraft, 600,000 rifles, 600,000 guns. It's not like they're going to burn them down and make some, kettle to feed people. They're going to kill people with the rifles we left on planes that we supplied.
You are exactly correct. And not only that, we have just given them an entire country for a hotbed of terrorism. They now have a safe space where they can come after us. Now, believe me, we're going to be probed. We're going to be pushed from now on. Our foreign allies, our partners in other countries see weakness. That is what they see from this withdrawal and the way this withdrawal happened. And so where weakness is, we will be probed. And that's exactly what's going to happen in the future. Now, whether it's our southern border or whether it's China on Taiwan or whether it's South Korea by North Korea, we are going to see all of these problems now because of the weakness of the Biden administration, and it is absolutely unconscionable. It's inexcusable. It's a complete failure of leadership, and it is an embarrassment for our nation. It will take us years to overcome this.
Maybe decades at this point. Congressman, from all the briefings that we've heard so far, this administration seems like they're putting a lot of trust in the Taliban to allow our people out of the country. What do you think of this type of strategy?
It's a very poor strategy. It tells me they have no strategy. In fact, we had a conference call this afternoon, and it was Secretary Austin that said, physically getting U.S. citizens out of Kabul is not on the table or off the table, and that's inexcusable. I mean, we should be going out and getting our citizens and bringing them back to the airport. I mean, the Brits are doing it, the French are doing it, the Aussies are doing it, the Australians are doing it, from what I understand. I mean, there is no reason that we cannot do it. And we are relying on the Taliban, their good graces, their kindness to allow our American citizens through. Since when does the United States depend on a terrorist organization for our liberty and our freedoms? We don't.
Congressman, appreciate your time here tonight. Thank you for your service to this country and appreciate your insights.
Well, thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Sean. It is an honor to serve our country.